Hello and welcome to Queendom TV. Today I'm actually going to be talking about something extremely annoying. Why is pregnancy so taboo? Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because the other day I was watching a video by I think it's Colleen Ballinger, and she was talking about basically how she'd been on a podcast with her sister-in-law, and they were talking about pregnancy and they were talking about breastfeeding, and they were talking about it. There was no action of it anyway, but we're going to get to that even. And apparently, the video, once it first went out, was immediately demonetized. I mean, she was able to appeal it in the end, but that to me is just shocking when you see the types of things that are out on YouTube and everything like that, that nobody has any issue, like that YouTube is not demonetizing. And then some women talking about breastfeeding, how most people were initially delivered their nutrients when they were first born, is taboo. And I want to talk about this because it's like, why is it always that things that relate to strictly being a woman like this are always such a taboo? Like talking about periods for a lot of people is a taboo. Like, oh, we don't talk about that. But it's like, why are you not talking? Well, I don't understand men that don't talk about that, because at the end of the day, first things first, that period, if it hadn't been a period, if there had been a sperm in there, not to give you a science lesson that you already know, would have been turned into a baby. On another note, if that is a woman that you are, involved with intimately, that's the very same hole that you're having your intimate relations in. So how come it's a horrible thing to talk about when it's relating to a period, which is a very difficult and stressful time for women, by the way? But when it suits you, we're just ignoring it. And with this whole pregnancy thing, I mean, this breastfeeding thing has been upsetting me for the longest time, because I was shocked to find out, when you see poor old women not able to breastfeed in public. Why? Like, boobs, can I even say that? Boobs are there to feed the children. To feed the children. That's why men do not grow big boobs. And even if they do, they don't look like a woman's ones, because they are there to feed the children. And so the very reason, just because a woman is doing that, why are we always sexualizing these things? I don't understand. Why is it taboo? And I was thinking, imagine actually being like, think about this perspective. Imagine being the poor baby in public with some dark blanket over your head while you're feeding, just so that people don't feel offended that your mum is feeding you. Why? I don't understand these things. And I think these are struggles that women go through. And it's just so upsetting that this like, for YouTube to demonetize that, these are the types of things that I feel like are just so disgusting about the world. And this is why I think I'm so sorry to say it, and a lot of people feel like, women make a big fuss about everything. But this is one of the reasons why. This is one of the reasons why. Because you can't help it. Women can't help it. Even if you're a woman who, let's say, decides you don't want to breastfeed, your breast can still produce that milk anyway, and you can't tell your baby, oh, I can't feed you now because we're in public and people are going to be offended. Why is everything always about everybody else? Why is that even an issue? I don't understand. Why is talking about that something worth demonetizing? Tell me what's wrong with that. Tell me. Even children were even closer in age to when they were doing that themselves, like when they were the ones being breastfed. So it really upsets me that people talk about pregnancy, that pregnancy is like a taboo thing, and, periods and all that type of stuff. It's very normal. It should be normal that women even get period products for free at this point, because it's something that we can't help. You can go and get contraception for free, something that you are choosing to do, but something that you're not choosing to do, that's happening automatically by nature, is a problem. And I think this is one of the very real struggles that a lot of women go through, because people are not understanding, particularly a lot of men. And unfortunately, us women, sometimes we allow these things to go on. And I just wanted to say, really, that to all the women out there, let's just stop sitting back and just acting as if these things are acceptable, because they are not. If you need to breastfeed, you do your breastfeeding. And if you're having an issue, shout it out to the rest of the women, shout out to me, and let's start to create a noise about it if we need to, because this is absolutely ridiculous. We're the ones who are harboring. These same people came from these same wombs that are, they're disgusted of the period that came from, who sucked on the same breasts that they are saying are indecent to have in public or demonetizing YouTube videos for. So how dare you? How dare they? Anyway, that's literally all I had to say about that. But I just felt like I wanted to say that because I was infuriated when I heard about that, as I think Colleen was as well. Like, how are we being demonetized for talking about pregnancy, about breastfeeding? Like, what on earth? Anyway, thank you for watching my video. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you if you're a woman who's been in any of these situations, to hear like what you've actually been through as a result of, you know, trying to breastfeed and stuff like that in public, if you've gone through anything, or just your opinions in general, especially men, if you've got something to say. Other than that, please like the video if you liked it, please comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.